Competing in tennis is tough, especially when you consider how many overlapping factors there are that make it difficult. We've got technique, we've got tactics, we've got what your opponent likes to do, what you like to do, and how all those things overlap or cancel each other out. In today's video, we're going to be going over 5 things that are going to help you immediately compete better. 5 drills to be more specific. So let's get started with today's video. So our first drill is called Start with a Finish. The whole purpose in this is pattern recognition, figuring out how to get to your favorite shots rather than just playing shots back and forth and hoping that you get the shot that you like. We're going to start by putting circles on the court. I'm going to just use one circle. If you don't have circles, it's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this circle to sign off what the shot is that I would want to finish with. For today, I'm just going to say I want to finish points with an inside-in forehand. As a result, my partner's going to feed balls to me. I'm going to practice that inside-in forehand. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, what would be a shot that would set me up for the inside-in forehand? And I'll put another circle there. Then I'll practice going from one shot to the finish. And then we'll go 3. I wouldn't say go any further than 3, but the whole purpose here is getting used to setting yourself up for the finish rather than hoping we get to the finish eventually somehow. Let's get started with that drill, and then we'll move on to the next one. So as I said, Emily's going to feed me just a few balls to groove in the finishing shot first. So I get that inside-in forehand. I'm trying to practice lining that shot up and finishing. I'm going slow right now just for the sake of demonstrating, but my job is just get in position, see the shot, and finish. That's good? So the question would be, what's the shot that would come before that? Well, I've got options. I could say I might be in a backhand-to-backhand rally and then switch and go forehand inside-in. Or it might just be hit an inside-out forehand, then an inside-in forehand. So let's go with, can you give me a ball that's like over here? I'm going to take my backhand cross, and then I'll go inside-in. Good. Watch yourself, don't get hit. So I'll just start with a backhand cross, and then I'll get into position, and then I'll go inside-in. Perfect. Do that one more time. So I see the backhand cross. That's starting my pattern. Do it again. Got to make that shot. And then I see my shot, and I go inside in. So now I'm starting to go, I want this shot so that I can get this shot, rather than how do I get this ball here, which is a little more central to use my forehand. So now we'll just add one more shot to it, and then we'll have our complete pattern. So let's go forehand line. My opponent would probably defend cross court. Then I'd go backhand cross, forehand inside in. So let's get a ball that's about right here to start. I go here, forehand line, then I go here, backhand cross, and then I'd see my shot, and then I'd finish with that. Now I'm going really slow for the sake of the drill, but the point is I've just created a green light ball over here that's going to get me eventually to the shot that I actually want to finish with. Now this isn't a hard science where it's always going to end up like that, but you start figuring out how to lean towards shots that you want, and then you can favor certain patterns or certain shots that you like to finish the point with. And again, we're trying to compete better. The best way to compete is to do what you like more and give them what they like less. Let's move on to drill number 2. So our next exercise is pretty simple. This is going to be all about maintaining neutrality and then taking control of the point. Me and Emily are going to rally through the center. We can do this as long as we want. The goal here is to keep each other from being able to attack. So we're going to try to keep each other behind the baseline, not really give them any extra time that they wouldn't normally get. Now, if either of us fails to do that, the point starts when one of us takes a ball out of that center zone and tries to be a little more aggressive with it. The catch to this game is, once one of us takes the ball out of the center, whoever that person is needs to finish the point within 2 more touches of the ball. The whole purpose here is, once you've decided to take control of the point, being able to keep control and not let the person get it back. So as was said, we can be neutral as long as we want, but once somebody takes that ball out of the center, the countdown starts, and we're trying to be as assertive as we can. Here's a couple of examples of that. So as I said, ball goes through the middle, we keep it here, and then we're looking for our chance to do a little more. And then I would only have 2 chances to hit that ball. So as you saw, I took that slightly shorter ball, put it there, and I didn't waste that chance, and I moved it to the open court. she hit her attack shot. I got it back. I was able to neutralize it. And then once she was neutral, it actually put more pressure on her to hit another good shot. So again, once you take control of the point, you got to make sure you stay on the front foot and don't let your opponent back into the point. Good job. There you go. I'll let her have that one. Now, but for real though, she moved me over and then she just pressured again. That was perfect. Let's move on to number 3. Okay, so moving on to drill number 3, you're going to be playing points against your opponent and the game goes to 4. But you don't score points for just winning the point. Your job is to win the point in a predetermined way that you're not telling your opponent. So for example, let's say I am going to win the point every time I get a backhand error from Emily, and Emily would get a point every time she hits a forehand winner. That's what she's focusing on. What we're going to do is we're only going to tell our opponent when the game is over. So I can't ask her what her score is. She can't ask me what my score is. But at the end of it, she would be like, I won because I hit 4 forehand winners, and that's what I was working on. Or I won because I got 4 backhand errors out of her. The whole purpose here is understanding how to construct points and how to get points to end in the way that you're most comfortable with. If you're a person that likes to draw errors, practice drawing errors. If you're a person that likes to win or go to the net, then practice doing those things. You have complete control over this, but the game itself is very simple. The game goes to 4, win the points how you want, let your partner know when the game is over. Don't tell them that you're in the lead, don't tell them that you just scored, because once they know how the point is supposed to end, it defeats the purpose. So you got to keep that part secret until the game is over. Just be honest about it. Don't cheat because you want to win. So we start the game off just normal through the middle. That's a good finish. Now, she just scored a point, but I have no idea if she scored the way that she wanted to score or if she just scored another point. So she might have been trying to finish with volleys, or that might just be how the point ended. That, you don't say anything until you have 4. For the record, my goal is to draw an error off of backhands. So not she misses a backhand, but I hit a backhand that puts enough pressure to get an error. So I have 1 right now. Oh! Tried to force it. Yep. Oh no. Now this game could draw out for a long time if you're not good at cause and effect. But it also depends on what you're picking. If you want to pick something that's super simple, like they just make a backhand error, then it could be like that. Or it could be something super concrete, like I want to get a shot where if I hit a slice, they set me up to win on the next point. You can go as deep or you can go as shallow as you want. But the purpose is figuring out how to get to the shot you want. Kind of similar to what we did on drill number 1, which was how to get to the finish with the ball that we want to hit. This one is how to end points completely overall with something that we're trying to control, or at least get to most of the time. That's a great shot. Let's do one last one. Let's see if I can finish with getting a backhand error. Or creating an error with my backhand. Come on. Right on cue. Now, I didn't get 4, but I told them what I wanted.